Recording, woohoo! Oh, what's this all about today? Okay, so some group or some people made a video about me, and it's fairly accurate for certain things, but it's fairly accurate. It's just, I'm putting the link in below, as they say on YouTube. Putting the link in so you can check it out, okay? Alright, so. Let's see. Where am I going with this? Okay, so it's interesting. Number one, I'm not a scientist. I'm not an inventor, okay? And I'm not out to prove anything either. Get up. Still a little stiff today. Getting there. Okay, so no, I never kept notes. I never had any ambition to be a scientist or even prove anything, you know. It was the people that hung around me kind of thought it was important and presented it to governments and media people. It just took off from there, but no. My interest is learning, that's all. Especially about things that existed from 1700 on up to 1940s or 50s. My interest is Navy ships and cannons, artillery. Scrapyards are my friends and other folks, you know, that I love understanding and going into things and repairing them and restoring them and testing them out and combining them, see what they do, which I was doing a long time ago. So these effects started to happen, which were annoying to me. I thought it was dangerous. I didn't want my stuff to be all messed up, but Alex Pizarro persisted. Mel Winfield persisted. Of course, they talked to other people, and next thing you know, the news media's around, and I fire everything up and show them what it does do. And then they presented it on news media, and then scientists from McDonnell Douglas, Lockheed Martin, U.S. government, Canadian government, and on would come and film and write up their report. No, I never kept any notes, and I was told that by Dr. Lauren Kuhn. I said, nope, not into that. I'm not out to prove anything, you know. I just funny. Let's just say, call me a funny hobbit. I never really joined the human race. I never got into cell phones, cars, or any of that stuff. I traveled the planet quite a bit. Been to Egypt, Austria, Japan. I was a guest in Japan. I kept my bargain because the power cell stuff is easy to make, and I made them power cells. They wanted to make power cells, pay you $250,000 or $500,000, which I did do to various different clients over the years. So that's why I got money to play with. I was working on the warships, which I fully enjoyed. I'd work on the power cells maybe on the weekend or at night. Build them. I knew how to get them to oscillate very well. And it produced good energy, which I thought was cool, and they thought it was cool. And I never said anything, you know, if it could fail, it could do nothing. Oh, we'll take a chance, you know, okay, sure, I'll do my best for you, I guarantee that. So I did. And so, wow. I even presented a proposal to DARPA on remote energy devices used in spaceships where they can't charge the batteries and all that stuff, you know. That was Dr. Bud Durand, and I presented a few of them. Richard Sparks was there, and so as time passed on, scientists come around, film stuff, and write things up. I do my crazy stuff, you know, and oh well, you know, so like these videos are pretty nutty, aren't they? Well, that's okay, I don't care. I'm just me. My God, even the Donald wanted to be on his Apprentice show, and I still got all the papers on it. Fill out the form. They paid for plane fare, and I said, what the hell? You know, this is crazy. I did see the show, well, I decided I don't fit into that world at all. Good lordy. Come on, man. Give me a break. Anyway, as time progressed, Discovery Channel showed up. Beyond Adventure was fun to do, and I did my own, like, co-producer in Ark of the Covenant Revealed. Check that out if you want to. I had a lot of fun doing the show. There's over 300 of them, that's for sure, and radio shows about 1,000 or more. Working with Jesse Ventura was a riot. Just, Death Ray and all that stuff. And Richard Soretta, Coast to Coast, who came down in person and filmed everything. 2017 or 16 or whenever that was, and on, blah, 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 blah. How many books have been written on me? A number. One in Japanese, and I still don't know what it says. Also, Esquire magazine in German. It's all Deutsch. Still don't know what they say. And I get all these requests to show people what I do and do. Well, okay, that's fine. I've been doing stuff here too. Isolation experiments, I call them. Or if this isolation fun. Experiment sounds like a scientist. Now, I'm not a scientist. Give me a break. When I was in Riverview, for agoraphobia, anxiety disorder, I made a number of free energy devices, so-called free energy devices there, which one burned my eyes, and the other was powered a small transistor radio at work when I walked around, didn't have to use battery. I just thought it was fun to do it, okay? So I've always been intrigued by firearms, guns, machinery, machine tools, vintage electronic